This is a hard one. Trust me, I understand. I even get distracted myself, but try your best not to allow distractions to happen. All right. Number one, stop chasing the shiny object. If you know who you are, I promise you, you won't chase the shiny object because guess what? That works for them, right? That doesn't work for you. It may not work for you. That works for them. But what works for others might not work for you. Be patient with your process. We don't want to rush this. You can't rush greatness. You cannot rush greatness. Michael Jordan didn't become great overnight. He got cut in high school. He was out of the playoffs the first 7 years he was in the league. Then he took off, right? So you have no clue how long someone has been putting in their work. When we see people and they're successful, like, man, they were just here and now they're just so successful. No, you didn't see when they were shooting in the gym, or you didn't see the grind, you didn't see the door knocking, you didn't see the flyers they had to put out, you didn't see all these seminars they were attending. So don't judge them off of something that you didn't see. What I want you to do is stay consistent on you. You already know what you're strong at. Double down. Be better at that. I want you to be the master of that. Master those things about yourself. So now I like to get a little hands-on with you guys. For those of you that are not driving, knowing your audience. How do you do this? So as you can see on my Facebook, my numbers on Facebook are way better than anything. So guess where I spend my time, people? On Facebook. I have about 15,000 followers there. On my Instagram, 3,100. I mean 3,600. Sorry, but I want you guys to pull out your phones, go to your respective platforms, right? And I want you to open up whichever one you have the best numbers on, right? Pull up your profile, go to your profile page. And this is how you know your audience. If you're on Facebook, you should have a button on your profile that says, see your dashboard. Same thing on your Instagram. Open that up and it should let you know your followers. It'll tell you your reach, your interactions, your net followers, and 3-second videos. And when you press those insights, this is how you understand who's watching you, what content they like that you're putting out, and so forth. And what I focus on is once I see what they like, you know what I'm doing? I'm putting out the content that they like. Why wouldn't I? Because that's my audience. That's what they like. So I want to stay in front of them, right? That's a way you do that. So we're going to move on with knowing your audience. Along with building your brand, this will take some time. So in order for you to know them, you will have to continuously test your content. So when I say court them, I want you to pretend that you're dating your audience, right? You're dating them, meaning you get to know them. That's what dating is, getting to know somebody. So court them. You know how it was when you first dated someone, you liked somebody, you went all in, right? Whether they liked you back or not, you definitely went all in. So you did test and audit what was going on. Engage with them. When you see them post something, what's wrong with you going on, liking their post, commenting on their post? But I'll give you something even better. If you see someone has a graduation going on, do that on the post, true enough, because other people see you commenting, right? But I want you to take it a step further. Go into their DM. Hey, I just saw that your daughter graduated. That is awesome. What's next? Because what happens when we do this, the algorithms on these social media platforms say, hey, Takar's communicating with John. Let's put Takar's content in front of John and John's content in front of Takar, right? So get people talking about themselves. Study who they are. You're going to do this by studying your analytics from what I just showed you guys on knowing who your audience is. What's important to them? Remember, people love to talk. People love those platforms. So what's important to them? They're going to tell you if you just look at their feed, scouting report, study them. Just like we study market statistics, study them. What's important to them? Create opportunities. We always want to create opportunities when it's time to do business, but we are in a relationship business, people. We got to make relationships with people, right? Create opportunities for you to make relationships and build relationships. Ask people open-ended questions. Asking them yes or no, they say yes, they say no, they're gone. Ask them a question that makes them elaborate on something. Then you get to kind of engage with them and court them, right? Tease them with that information. Love this part. Create craving content. Again, study what your target audience perceives as value. Who is it not about? It's not about you, but it will come back to you. I promise. Law of reciprocity, but it's not about you. What you're studying isn't about you at all. It's for you to know who you're talking to, how to talk to them, how to communicate with them, and ultimately you will do business with them or they will send you business. So create value around the topics that your audience wants to consume every day. Mine, they love sports. Guess what I'm creating value around? Sports. How am I tying real estate into that, you ask? Well, people get they get traded, they get cut, they move on to something different, and there I go. Hey, I just saw Takar got traded to the Las Vegas Aces. Man, I wonder if she needs help finding the house because you know I'm a real estate agent. See what I did there? I said what someone else was doing, but I also said what I do, right? People engage with topics that they care about. Guess what? I'm telling you, attention is the new currency. If money is a currency, attention is the new currency. Whoever's able to hold the most attention, exposure, attention, that's the new currency. Utilize it. See, pay is in front of attention. All right. And leverage that attention. When you have it, leverage it. That momentum, leverage it, use it, run with it. I know people say 80-20 rule, but I'm going to give you the 90-10. 90% of your content needs to be geared towards how your target audience increases something. How do you increase wealth? Or how do you get better at playing sports? How do you do this? Tell them how to increase it. 10% of your content is going to be about you. They don't want it. Just listed, just sold. I think that's for realtors, right? Just listed this property, just sold this property. They don't really care. But 10% needs to be around your profession, but your profession of adding value, right? Add some value to them. That's what that 10% is about, you adding value. 90% is going to be towards them. So we talked about courting them, but spend time with them. How do you do this, right? Provide the experience. You can host online events. We're virtual. COVID has taught us to take things virtually. We're online right now. Host an online event. Set up a question and answer session. You know, hey, I've been getting people ask me all the time about first-time home buyers. I'm going to host a first-time home buyer session on this day. Invite people to that, right? Host those sessions. Think about topics your audience would like to discuss. That's what you can host your sessions on as well, or just any random topic, because how you get them is they're going to give you their information. This is when you can put them in your CRM, and this is where you can nurture them on the road to being your real estate partner or teammate, right? And did you know posts? People love did you know posts. They love learning, right? So they will read it, even if they don't agree. The people that don't agree, they're fun. Why? Because they're giving you a different perspective. They're not the only people in the world that don't agree with you. So look at the things. Remember, I said care about what they think, but don't care about what they think, right? So look at those did you know? Because some people think they know more than you. Prime opportunity to actually correct someone when they're wrong, respectfully, of course. And drop gems. Drop gems, right? Just drop value, get out of there. Drop the value, get out of there. It's like I was calling you in for a game winner. I need you to make this shot. You come in the game, all you do is make the three. You drop the gem, you get out of there, right? So let's do it. All right, understanding what content has their attention. Look at the platforms that work best for you. What's your best engaging content? If something is not driving traffic for you, if it's not driving traffic for you, what should you do? You should stop doing it. Don't do things that's not working for you. That's why we are auditing and we're looking at our stuff regularly all the time. So study topics that your audience likes. You have to know it. You can't talk about something that you don't know. It's like trying to be somebody that you're not. Be authentic. If gardening is the thing that you like, well, then you go be the best gardener that drops value all the time, right? Do that. Own your stuff. Audit this regularly. So again, you cannot go out and try to do everything, because guess what? You wouldn't just date anybody. Your audience is looking at you. You know how some people think you're the jack of all trades, master of none. Sometimes your audience can look at you like that if you're all over the place and you're sporadic. And this is why people won't follow you, because they're like, just yesterday you were doing something else. Now today you're telling me something else. And it's always going to be like you're chasing something, shiny object, and you're trying to sell them something versus just being genuinely who you are. So be specific, be intentional, and be strategic. Most importantly, you got to be, here's what I want you to eliminate: failure, that fear of failure, because it's not failure. It's failure when you stop, right? It's learning lessons along the way. Don't fear being judged. People are going to judge you no matter what you do. If you're superb, if you're not doing a good job, if you're doing an in-between job, you went out and bought a Porsche, you should have bought an SUV. See, people are never satisfied with nothing that you do, but you better be satisfied with what you do. Fear of wasting time. Stop fearing that you're wasting time, right? Like, nobody's looking at what I'm doing. I'm just wasting my time. You're not. You're making yourself better, because this is the time when you're in the gym by yourself and you're getting up shots. This is the time nobody sees, right? Keep doing it. And then stop fearing that you're seeming vain. You're not seeming vain. You're providing content, because why? Your intent is good. You're coming from a place of genuineness. You're being authentic. If your authenticity seems vain to someone else, that's their own insecurities. Don't let people put their insecurities off on you. Again, know the strategy. This is the scouting report. We want to know our strategy. Our season just started. What's our strategy? What's our vision? What's our goal? So know the strategy that's in place. But if you don't implement it, you did all of that for nothing. So why would you put your vision up? Why would you put your goals up? To not implement anything to get there, because they're not just going to fall in your lap. You got to do the work. You can't skip the process. And I know you guys want more. You got to pay attention. See how I dropped that on there? Pay attention. All right, so here we go. I'm going to give you guys some tools. I want you to own your story. I want you to start documenting your journey. Why do I want you to document your journey? It's going to help you, but it also lets your audience follow along. People love stories, right? Have the courage to be vulnerable. This one right here, I'm telling you guys, that was me. I didn't want to be vulnerable. I didn't want to tell people when I was struggling at something. But there's beauty in the struggle, because what happens is that's where your strength is. This is your character. This is what you're made of. When you're able to bounce back from a bad situation, you are going to inspire, you are going to influence so many people, because you had the courage to be vulnerable. You overcame that situation. And now guess what? You can tell others how they too can overcome a situation as well. Give yourself permission. A lot of us don't give ourselves permission. We are our biggest critic, but give yourself permission to be great. Stop holding yourself back mentally, because that's where we put those limitations in our minds. Give yourself permission to be great. You deserve that. You deserve to be the best realtor in your area. You deserve to be the mayor of your community, right? You deserve that. And I want you to just produce. Nike says just do it. I just want you to produce. Continuously produce. This is your story. Who can tell your story better than you? This is your journey. Nobody can tell it better than you. Just produce. Become the personality that you are. You already know your strong suit. You took the DISC assessment. Become that personality and roll with it. So here's some free resources for you guys, right? Vidio. These are captions. It's free. It gives you a free trial to do this. I forget how much it is, but look into that. V.io. ChatGPT. You hear it so much, but I'm telling you, utilize ChatGPT in your business. Make ChatGPT be your assistant and make it do what you need it to do, because you're going to tell it who you are, and then it's going to spit out the things that you need to do. Tell it who your target audience is. Visuals. Video, video, video. I'm telling you guys, visuals are the best. Right now, we're on a visual. They are the best. If you guys just heard me audio speaking, no visual. If you love podcasts, yes, I would get a certain amount of you guys that were locked in. But for those of you that like visuals, here we are, right? Video, pictures, carousel, infographics, whiteboard animation, because people like to watch things as they grow and develop. Whiteboard animation reminds me of cartoons that we watched when we were younger. We got up every Saturday morning to watch cartoons. That's what whiteboard animation is. And that's why so many people watch it, because we're already trained to see that, right? Text, start texting people, text them. Nothing wrong with it. Video with animation. That's that cartoon I was telling you guys about. Video is your friend. So guess what? Be confident and don't be afraid to make mistakes. What it takes? Practice, 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 practice. I didn't become a WNBA player because I didn't practice. Not only when my team was practicing, I practiced by myself for hours and hours, and I studied the game. I watched the game. That's what you got to do in this real estate field. Study the market, watch the market. What is this agent doing? How can I be better at my craft, right? So study it. If you are afraid of camera and video, voiceovers. Just run a stock video, put your voice over it. Now they still get to have a part of you, right? In this practice, record small video clips and send them out as text messages to your friends. This is how you get better. We got to use our friends for more than what we're doing, right? We want to get better at something, and our friends are honest. They may joke around with you, but I promise you, you leave an impression on them. Family members too. I want you guys to do a quick activity with me. Okay? I want you guys to, the ones of you that are not driving, take your cell phone. I want you to record a message. Record a message. Hey, this is how I will record mine. Hey, it's Takara. I just wanted to check in on you today, see how you were doing. Hope everything is well. Talk to you later. Send that message to 5 people. Let's see what happens. They will respond back because you took the time out to send them a video message, and that's how it's received. Like, man, you just took the time out of your day to send me a message. They don't think you're sending this to a lot of people. They just think it's about them, right? Do that. Facebook video messages were great too. Go in their inbox, DM them these special messages, okay? Here's one of mine.
Hey, it's Takara. Just want to tell you, happy birthday. I wish you many, many more. Enjoy this special day and many blessings to you.
I send that
Have a good
out
one.
because Facebook tells me how many friends I have whose birthday it is today. Some of you guys may have got a birthday message from me, and it changes. Why? Because I don't want to send the same message out, and then some of them, they start sharing it on their page. I'm like, oh boy, can't do that. So I got to come back and redo the message. But you create the video one time and you constantly repurpose it. I've been doing this for 2 years now. I'm getting people that said, man, your video messages are like so on point. Now I'm holding you and I'm looking forward to receiving a video message from you every year. No problem. Want to know why? Because that's what I do. It's authentically what I do. I have no issues with it. It's not work when you enjoy it. Again, use your family and friends as practice and preparation. Here's another one.
Hey, it's Takara. Wanted to say hello, wanted to connect with you. I'm working on my connection skills. Why? Because it's important that we stay in contact with people every day. There's something going on. We're losing people, but it's most important for me to make sure we keep in contact. So hope you are well. Hope the
That
family's
message
well.
I'm actually sending out right now, and it's out of our Rockstar Agent because I am reconnecting. You noticed I said I'm working on my connection skills. That's me being vulnerable with them. Like I'm not doing a good job at staying in contact with you. I'm working on my connection skills. So I wanted to reach out and make sure you guys were doing okay. I'm sending this out right now because every week we're supposed to be calling 2 letters last names, right, out of our database, and then we send a text message to another letter, right, of the last name. This is the text message that people in my phone are receiving. And I am getting crazy results. Some of them even send videos back. It's the coolest thing. But that's what I'm doing. All right. I can't be your point guard. I couldn't have played in the WNBA without giving you guys some game real quick and some of my sauce. So the blueprint already exists. I didn't create it because success leaves clues. And guess what? You guys can go into ChatGPT and tell it this. Create 25 video topics on what you did, your target audience, what you studied, who they are. You would implement that there. So create, for me, I would say create 25 video topics on what men ages 25 to 35 that love sports wants to learn on IG to increase their betting skills. I just made that up right now, but that's what you get what I'm saying. What the content they like to consume. Once you get ChatGPT's 25 topics, I want you to go to TikTok and I want you to search these topics. When you go into TikTok and you research these topics, you're going to select the videos with 50,000 views or more, right? Select that. You're going to watch the video. You're going to watch that video. You're going to put your own spin on it. You're going to recreate the video and you're going to post it. Because why? People have already watched that video. So it's a hot topic. That's what people like. But when you recreate the video, you're putting your own personal spin on it, right? Why TikTok? Because videos go viral there first, right? You want to be where the first. If we stay top of mind with our clients, we better stay top of mind with social media too. This is where people are. Every day they're on social media tapping in. How many times do you guys just tap in on social media and scroll just to scroll? Understand what viral videos have: a hook, an emotional trigger, a quick win, then a call to action. So those videos that I showed you had the most views, 9 times out of 10, they have these 4 components. And if you're going back and you're recreating them in your own individuality to your target audience that you've already studied, you already dated, you've been engaging with them, then you're going to get it. And here's my gift to you. I have an ebook, 5 ways to elevate your social media presence. Scan that QR code. Get that book. There's 5 ways. I'm a point guard. I play with 5 people on the court. It's my starting 5. So I started with this. You guys take a picture of that QR code, get access to the book, and we will go from there. So I'm gonna leave it up a little bit, but that's my share. That's what I got for you guys. I'm gonna open it up for any questions.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot.
All right, everybody get all the notes on that?
Sorry, guys. I probably was talking fast too.
All right, at least so now you're glad we recorded this, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
Takara, awesome job. Thank you. All right, guys, questions. You got about 10 minutes, so do it. What you got?
And I want you guys to understand something too. When you're building your brand, these social media platforms will pay you. I've been consistently getting paid from Facebook to create reels, upload videos, and it's all about consistency. I'll even tell you again, I wasn't focused on me, partly, but this is what I was doing. I said, I'm gonna dominate myself for 180 days. I would get up in the morning, I would go on a walk, and I would record just a quick video. Hey, it's Takara. Whatever thoughts came in my mind, inspirational, motivational, I was just saying, hey, day 1 of the 180-day challenge. Post that video. But what I want you to understand is people may not join right then because you don't control people's schedule, right? But what happens is they come back and they watch and you keep inspiring. And these these social platforms that we're on, they keep pumping out your information. The more consistent you are, the more the platform will start pushing you to other people, right? Keeping you in their faces. But you got to do the work. So coach won't put me in the game if I'm not showing up in practice every day. I want to get in the game. So I'm going to create. Hey, let that guard down. I hear you, Brianna. I understand. And it's scary. It's scary to let your guard down, to let people in. I know I play professional basketball, but I'm telling you, when I'm on the court, it's just me. Nobody, I don't know about the fans. I hear them, but I don't. So I was able to block out a lot of that noise. But with social media, because we have the tendency to want to read what people are saying and we take things personal, people definitely, when I play basketball, said negative things. Do I take that in? Absolutely not. I knew what I was good at. And as long as I was okay with what I was doing, I didn't care what they thought at all. So in college, I led the nation in steals. And there were teams that were like, you know what, she's not getting her average today. I averaged like 4.5 steals a game. She's not getting her average today. No, it's not happening. The reporters, Takara, such and such said you're not getting it. And I was like, all right, well, let's see what happens during the game. You want to know why I knew so confidently I was going to get it? Because I already studied how to steal the basketball, where to steal the basketball. And I studied them to know just where I was going to get it. So it's not about even going back and forth with people. It's just knowing what you know, being confident in who you are, and standing on that and owning that. But I get it. It is scary, but it's also rewarding.
Well, I can imagine what you heard when you were playing pro, because people are not nice to opposite teams, man.
No, they're not. Anything to get you off your game. And you got to think, guys, agents. How many times have you gone in a listing presentation or spoke to a buyer and they've spoken to an agent in your area, and that agent is down talking you or even down talking your company? I mean, think about it. Those of us that are with EXP, sometimes when you call people, oh my God, you with EXP, you about to try to pitch me. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because you gotta make them feel kind of silly in a sense. I don't want everybody on my team. So no, I'm not trying to pitch. So now it's like, oh, you don't want me on your team? No. You see what I'm saying? So it's the mind games people play. But again, standing in your stuff and really owning your stuff, I'm telling you, you guys will stand out in markets like crazy. We have the tools, we have the access. You guys are Rockstar Agents. I'm telling you, utilize that. We got a lot of tools in this tool belt, and I know it's a lot and it's overwhelming, but use your DISC personality test. And I'm telling you, just pick one thing. I don't care what the one thing is, just pick it and roll with it.
All right, guys. Wait a minute. There's a bunch of stuff. What's in this? Let's see. You got okay. All right. Great. Fact. Good. All right. Got it. Block it out. What else you guys got? Come on. We got
Hey, don't be shy. If you put in the chat, I answer that too.
5 minutes. All right. Well, if that's it, okay. All you silent people out there. Hey, you guys keep in mind, Takara is going to be back. I'm going to convince her to come back, and we're hopefully going to convince her to lead a team in the next challenge as well. So yeah, there we go. All right, good. See, she just committed. I saw that right there. All right, there it is, right there. So
hey, we want to win. We want to win. Whoever's on my team, listen. We want to win. Listen, everybody remembers champions. They don't remember second place. Right. They don't care about third place, but they remember champions. But when you're champions, you guys win. Trust me.
And you think there is a form of trash talking in these games that is going to bring back some memories, by the way. So just fair warning, it's going to be good. right, y'all. Cool. Takara Williams, thank you so much. We are grateful for you, your time and sharing everything that you know as well. Are you going to be at EXPCon, by the way?
Yes, I am. Actually, guys, it's so awesome. I'm actually moderating. I was supposed to be on a panel, but I'm moderating Mindset of an Athlete.
Bingo. There it is. Awesome. 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 Well, we will, whoever's there, make sure you put that one on your list. Let's go support Takara as well, because that's a huge one. Mindset of an athlete is a whole lot different than the mindset of the normal realtor out there.
For sure. Thank you guys. I truly appreciate your time. Hey, go back and listen to it. I know I was talking fast, but definitely hope I gave you guys some value that you can implement right away.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks,
Ready to
everybody.
go?
Thanks, Takara. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Welcome.